Ask the guest a question. Redeem doesn't seem to have a field to fill out, like for this TTS.
Am I not unique? Maybe I'm not here at all. Boo! Did I do that right?
Yeah, you did that right. Hello!
Hello!
Hi! Hello, welcome! Oh
This
my
is crazy.
god, this is bonkers!
I got a boo in for once.
You got, yeah, you're the one who spooked everyone, so now my, the proverbial blood is washed off my hands. So now everyone can yell at you if they have a problem with it.
I don't know if I want to be caught red-handed here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, it's okay.
Guys, don't be mean to me, please. Please? Please?
Unless you want to be. I'm okay
I don't
with
know about that.
I'm okay
Wait,
with
hold on. Hold on.
But yeah, hello everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of the Doodle Dialogues.
That's crazy.
Silly, goofy, funny, spooky talk show where I interview content creators while drawing them. Because I am so creative.
Oh, okay then.
You are.
Fuck off 𝑹𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒚.
Oh, damn. You were told to fuck off?
Oh, alright guys, I guess that's the end of the interview. Thank you guys so much for having me here. It's been like a real blast. I'm gonna go.
Wow.
So, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Damn. There you guys go, scaring off my guest. But yeah,
so hostile right away.
I hope you guys are having a good night so far. Congrats to Bread on being first and Damon on being second. Hello. Don't forget to check in if you haven't already. I got the yellow one. Also, hi Felgarth. Hi Dingo. Hello. Hi Rhea. Rhea's been hanging out for a bit. Also, hi Kat. Classic chat, yeah. And hi Crimson. Hello
to all of you.
Hello everyone. Oh yeah, you've been here so often I forgot to introduce you. My first guest. Our first guest is the frequent, very frequent appearer of the channel. Konerru. It's weird. Have I ever called you by your government name, Konerru?
No, you've called me Con, and I think on occasion, if you are feeling spicy, my old username, Konerru Pine.
I was gonna say, remember when you went by Konerru Pine?
I do remember this. That was a while ago.
And then no one ever called you that.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
Everyone called me Con. It's the same way that I had like a different name when I met you.
Yeah.
And no one called me that, and then I was just like, by the way, I've changed my name to Connor now, and you were like, that's more fitting.
Yeah. That's what we were calling you anyway, so like it's fine. It's okay.
It was like, all right, perfect. Nothing has changed.
But yeah, I will give you a chance to talk about yourself here in just a second. I will say, I did cheat a little bit. I started off with a little bit of a sketch to get the pose for this doodle.
Wow.
I've asked Con to not look. Yeah, no!
I have not looked at it.
No! This is rude. But yeah, I asked Con to not look until the piece is done. So they're not looking at the stream. They might be looking at chat, I don't know. But
I have it up on my phone, but no spoilers, chatters, please.
Yeah.
You can comment on how beautiful the piece is. I don't mind that though.
Wow. Because it is so beautiful. Like, God, chat, doesn't it look so good? Look at it.
I mean, of course it does. It's your art.
Give the mustache to my guest. Hang on. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I can't give you...
You guys are so nice to me. Very gender affirming this chat. Yes!
I can't give you this mustache. I can give you a different mustache.
I'll take it, sure.
So we can be matchies.
That's lovely, actually.
Hang on. Is this still Persona?
Yeah. This is, okay, not to nerd out here, not to be a complete Goob.
Sure.
This is one of the songs that plays when you play video games in the game because you can do that.
Oh, okay. So a game within a game?
Yeah, you basically can because you spend your time in different ways in Persona. The whole thing is how you spend your time. One of the things you can do is play video games.
Oh, fun. Okay.
So wink. That's one of the game ones.
You have a mustache. Mine's gone, but you can have your mustache for a little bit.
I'll take it. It's for you guys.
Yeah.
So I'll deal.
But yeah, so how this is gonna go is I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna let you talk about yourself. We're gonna yap.
Scary.
And
Scary.
if anyone here in chat has any questions, you can use the Ask a Guest redeem to ask any questions. Just or you can ask them in chat. It just makes it a little easier for me to look if it's through the redeem. And
that way it'll be pulled up, so then we won't miss it.
Exactly.
As long as it's appropriate.
And then
I'm staring at somebody now.
Yeah, no, someone asked Con for their IP address right now because I've been curious, but haven't had the right opportunity to ask.
All right, so okay, I got this. I got it pulled up right here.
Okay.
0, 0. No.
And then in the meantime, I'll be drawing a little party favor for Con to take home. It's just gonna be a drawing of them.
I'm gonna paste it on my wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a picture to you.
And it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be wonderful.
But yeah, okay. So for real, I will show chat what I have so far. I have a little mini sketch.
Come on, guys, look at it.
And then, yeah. So Con is
Me.
This was entirely unintentional, but Con is a con artist. An artist for conventions, which I'll ask you to explain in a little bit because I didn't know what that term meant at first. And you're also the author of a webtoon and a streamer, which is bonkers crazy. That's so many hats that you wear.
Too many hats. Someone take them off my head. I have too many on there. They're weighing me down. What can I say?
Wait, there's some kind of phrase about this. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Too many hats. That wears too many hats.
That wears too many. Yeah, no, that's what that phrase is and nothing else.
There's nothing else there. It's heavy as the head that wears too many hats.
Yeah.
But
me. Yeah, talk about yourself, bro. Talk.
All right, if you insist.
I do. I insist heavily. Heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Nerd. I'm just kidding. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You deserve that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
XOXO. But hi. Good to see you all. If you guys don't know me, I've been friends with Darla for, going on 5 years now?
Since 2021. Since I started streaming, actually, so like 4.
So we're almost at half a decade.
Yeah.
That's so scary. Hello.
They say that friendships that last over a decade are, like, lifelong.
Well, let's hope we get to that part.
Oh, I was gonna say, you don't have much time to get rid of me before you're stuck with me.
Oh, well, I would say the same to you, but I'm kind of like a little leech, so I'm gonna just stick right here.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Hyper, hello!
I'm just drying, you up of all that content. I'm watching it every day. You all should be watching Darla every day. I know she doesn't stream every day, but you should be watching her
there are VODs.
every day. There are VODs. You can watch them on loop. Come on.
Yeah.
But, right, introducing myself. No more jokes. This is serious time. Obvious. Jesus Christ.
This is serious time. Shut up!
This is super serious time. I'm not making jokes of anything. I'm not goofy. But hi. I'm 24. I'm old. According to Darla and no one else. I'm a reasonable age, actually.
Yeah.
But my name's Connor. I also go by Con or Konerru. My name used to be Konerru, as we mentioned earlier in the stream. I've been selling at conventions this is my 2nd year now, but I've been selling my art online for a few more years. I think it's been going on 3 or 4, because I think I think it's 4, because I was selling for 2 years before I started selling at conventions. But what I do essentially for conventions is I have merchandise I make of media that I enjoy and I sell it to you guys. If you've ever been to a convention and you've walked around in like an artist alley, and you see people that have like prints or acrylic keychains or button pins or stickers or standees, like all that kind of stuff, that's what I make. And I love doing it. And I was recently actually at a convention like last weekend. So
it was what,
kinda,
Pop Indie?
Yeah, it was Indie PopCon.
Indie Pop
which is
Corn.
Yeah. PopCon Indie PopCon. It's in Indianapolis in Indiana.
Which is the capital.
Which is the capital. Wow. I had to take a drink of water because I'm losing it. But yeah, essentially what I do is I just like make merchandise of different media sources. I draw it all myself digitally, and I either send it to manufacturers for certain things because I can't make them at home, or I make them at home. Like for stickers, I cut them out by hand, and button pins, I make them with the little button press I have, and I make some of my prints at home, some through a manufacturer. And yeah, that's about that. I love doing it. I love meeting people, and I love yapping about media I enjoy.
Hell yeah.
That's me. Hi.
That's you part one.
That's me part one.
Okay.
That's my main focus, obviously.
We can talk about the con stuff first then.
Sure.
First of all, what got you into that sort of thing? Because I imagine it's like a pretty tough gig, you know? Tough business to like get into, you know?
It's, okay, surprisingly not really that tough in the sense of like, okay. It's not tough in the sense of you can apply to like any convention almost, really. But how I kind of got my start, or how I kind of like started getting my footing into where I wanted to go with what I'm doing, is I wanted to start selling stuff on Etsy first off, because I'd always thought about selling my art in artist alleys, specifically ever since I attended my first convention all the way back in like high school.
Bonkers to think
like,
about, actually.
Freshman year of high school, which is like a decade ago.
Oh,
but
goodness.
I know, right? But I went to a convention, and I went to the artist alley, and I met like tons of artists, and it was a delight, because I'd never really been in that kind of space before, where I could see the things I enjoyed made in a like wide variety of styles and by a wide variety of people with different experiences, right? But my first like experience of being in an artist alley, like in terms of like selling wise, was I had a friend like pre-COVID, like I think the year before COVID really hit. Sorry to bring up COVID, by the way.
Jump scare warning.
Jump scare warning, COVID. But I had a friend who wanted to go to a panel. And while they went to that panel, they asked if one of us would be willing to watch their booth, because they were tabling in the artist alley. I offered to, because I had wanted to experience that. So I basically sat at their booth. They told me a lot of the ins and outs of like what they sell, why they sell certain things, the stuff they use being like Square, which I can go into that if you want a little bit.
Oh, the website?
And yes.
Okay.
And like money boxes, and like how to like organize things, and like kind of why the setup is the way it is.
Yeah.
And while I sat there for like an hour and a half, I kept like, so like I was there a little bit beforehand so I could get the ropes before they went to the panel. But when they went to the panel, I was on my own for like an hour and a half. And I just really enjoyed getting to like talk to people as they passed by, talk about the things I enjoyed. At the time, it was My Hero Academia. And that's like the thing that the person was selling primarily. So I got to talk about that a lot whenever people would come up and ask about things.
Yeah.
And that kind of like solidified for me that this is something that I really wanted to do. Less in the sense of like, oh man, I really love being in the artist alley. It's really fun. It's really nice. And more like, oh, I would like to do this.
Yeah, no, this is my
like,
calling.
actively. Yeah.
So that was like your gateway. Your
into,
gateway
like,
booth.
Yeah, that's my gateway booth. That's a great way. That's a great term for it, my gateway booth. But it wasn't until after COVID really started like dying off that I got into it more, because I was still like attending school during like, COVID, and like it was with some encouragement from some friends, namely Darla, Jonah, Himikon, and a few others. I wonder who. That I decided to take the plunge and try out selling on Etsy. And from there, I kind of just started making more stuff and taking it more seriously until I...
That was like 3 years ago, I think?
Yeah, it was 4 years ago, actually. I know, that's crazy.
Damn.
But, yeah, and that's where I really started, like, trying to, like, get into, like, the artist alley space at convention halls and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's... Okay, so getting into artist alleys themselves, you can apply to any that you want. Like, this was all a roundabout way to, like, get into this. But you can apply to any you want. Like, any at all. It doesn't matter your skill level, how long you've been selling for. As long as you meet the requirements, because some do have requirements. We can go into that more if you want later.
I'm curious about that.
We could definitely do that. But as long as you meet the requirements, you can apply to any you want. It's just a matter of some are lottery drawn, some are jury like pickings, and whatever artist alley you get into for a convention is what you get into. Obviously, you need to pay table fees and whatnot, which we can also talk about, but you can apply to anything you want. There's no fee for applications usually. I don't think there's actually any I've applied to that you needed to pay an application fee for, but like there's table fees, booth fees, like you have to think about cost of driving and hotels and whatnot if you need to stay there. But the real hard part is that Artist Alley and exhibitor halls as well are, not to say oversaturated, but there is a lot of people trying to sell their stuff out.
Oh yeah,
so
especially when like specific fandoms are popular, it'll be a lot of like the same
we can
source material.
Absolutely. We could absolutely get into that, because that's another reason why people struggle to get into artist alleys is dependent on what they have for merchandise, which we could talk about. But yeah, the main thing is just like how much experience you have, which obviously it's like hard to get into at first, but if you're applying to a lot of things, and even if there are conventions where you don't have to apply, you can just buy the booth and go. So once you start getting experience and like get your foot in the door, it's fairly easy. All you have to do is just like keep applying, like don't get don't shut yourself down because you get rejected, because there's just a lot of people out there trying to sell their stuff. That's all you got. Yeah, no,
I imagine it's super competitive.
Oh, for sure. There's like, here's the thing, is that going to artist alleys, you meet a lot of the artists that are attending with you. We can go into booth etiquette and all that too, but you meet these people, and everyone is super, super nice. There has not been a time where I have met an artist and I've been like, ooh, they suck. Like, you meet a lot of very nice people. I'm sure there are people that suck out there. I just haven't met any yet. But, like, everyone's very nice. And it never really upsets me to see other people go into conventions that I never got into, or I didn't get into this time around. Yeah. Because there's always a chance I'll get into it. And plus, I know that they deserve to be there just as much as anyone else does. But it's easy to feel like kind of like hurt when you're applying to a lot of things. But you just have to keep in mind that like there's a ton of people applying to these things. Yeah. And you're not going to get in every time, especially not if it's like lottery drawing. But it doesn't like say anything about your work. It's just a matter of like, there are so many people applying, obviously you're not always going to hit it.
Yeah.
You know?
And like you said, a lot of the time it's a lottery system, so it has nothing to do with skill at all. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
No, you're so good.
Like, even some of the ones I got into this year, Anime Central is one, which is in Illinois. That is a lottery drawing system. And there are plenty of artists whom I attended other conventions with who didn't get in, even though I know the quality of their work is like amazing and like super good, and they are super cool. They just didn't get in because it's a lottery. But there are like juried ones, obviously, but It's just a
Juried
matter
ones
of
as in,
being-
like, they judge you and they're like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
want you. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
they, like, it's usually, like, an anonymous panel, people who have just never, like, seen your stuff before, they don't, like, have any biases, they just see your work, and they're like, ooh, I really like this person, their stuff is standing out to me, and you can get picked through that. But there's also waitlists and whatnot, so you, like, there's plenty of times where you're not rejected outright, it's just a matter of if space opens up, you can get in.
Oh, cool.
That's another thing. Basically, like, places will tell you, hey, you're on this wait list. If we, like, have booth space open up, we might contact you and ask if you are willing to come join us. Because that's another thing that happens all the time, and I could talk about that forever.
Like,
is
people get sick, aren't able to go.
People get sick, aren't able to go, or just don't show up entirely. There's, like, plenty of times where that happens, where people just don't show up.
Damn, they just totally ghost them?
Yeah, they just don't show up day of con. Obviously, you don't know every situation, but both at Anime Central and at PopCon, the recent one I went to, the person to our left just never showed up. They never showed up for setup or check-in or anything.
Did you just, like, take up their space? You're, like,
didn't.
new extra table?
You can, as long as you, like, talk with, obviously, the staff there, and you're like, hey, is anyone using this? Could we use this? You know. But for Anime Central, they got it filled in pretty quickly. Like, halfway through the first day, someone came in and set up while they were there.
Hell yeah.
So that they could sell. And then for PopCon, someone else took the table to use for, like, extra space.
Yeah.
But that's just, like, kind of, like, what happens. So, you know, stuff happens. Don't get dejected. There's always a chance you'll get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'll go into questions later. That'll be like its own thing. But while we're on the subject of conventions, Crimson was wondering if you plan on going to a convention in Toronto.
I haven't planned to go to any conventions in Canada just yet, but I'm thinking I might, depending on, how things go. It's a possibility. But I hope that Truffles is not too bad, by the way. That is my lovely dear cat, my lovely daughter. She's really annoying.
No, we can never be mad at lovely dear cat Truffles. She's lovely and dear.
She's lovely and dear and really annoying.
She's lovely and...
It's because it's an hour off from her food time, so she's getting really pissy already.
Lame sauce.
She's getting better about not yelling at us 3 hours beforehand, but you know.
Do you wanna drop your Etsy link?
I'd be happy to if people want that.
Duh.
Okay.
Come on, where can we find your stuff? We want to buy from you.
I
can't go to a convention in your area. Where do I buy from you?
If you can't come to a convention in the area, or if you're from another country and can't travel to the United States for reasons, I have an Etsy shop. It's under the same name as my username on Darla's stream, Konerru. But if you don't want to look it up, it's also etsy.com/shop/Konerru.
Do you have the link?
Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say otherwise I'm gonna have to like.
You're gonna have to spoil, yeah.
I'm
only a little lazy. It's fine. It's okay.
You're fine. There you go.
I remember when you got your first 1,000 sales.
That was wild. We're almost at 3,000. We're going up.
Is it Konerru on Con?
Oh, is it? Is it not? That's the wrong link. Why did it do that?
Did you send the wrong link?
Apparently, it got rid of the U in my name.
Oh my god. That's so embarrassing.
Hey, it does show you 4 years on Etsy, 2.7k sales.
Do you accept Canada's colorful monopoly money?
Unfortunately, no. If I did, you'd be the first to know, Chatter.
Doesn't it like automatically convert or anything, or no?
It does actually. I thought you meant like genuine Monopoly money. That's what I was bidding about.
No, the joke is that Canadian money is like really colorful.
I forgot about that,
so it looks
honestly.
like Monopoly money.
But no, it does like automatically like put it into whatever like the standardized like monetary system is in your country. I've gotten tons of like. I've gotten like quite a few orders from other countries. Like,
oh, you have another question. Why do you hate us, Canadian Monopoly money?
I don't I do not hate you. I just forgot how your money looks. I'm gonna be real. I just never look at it. It's a shame of me, I know.
Oh, I know you do a lot of like drops and things on your Instagram, right?
I do. If you're ever like wondering what new products are coming out, I post whenever I put a new product up or when I have pre-order drops. Which pre-orders are like so you can buy the thing before I actively get it. And so you can help me make some extra stock so that I can sell them to not only you, but other people. It's just like funding.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Truffles, hi. She's here.
How are you doing today? Are you staying hydrated? Are you staying hydrated? That's a good question. That's what I want to know.
I did bring a giant glass of water with me, I promise.
I actually just bought an Awala yesterday that I've been having my eye on for a while. Thank you for the hydrate. You have to hydrate too.
Okay, I'll take an extra sip. Oh.
And also 2 more.
Okay.
3 more.
Got it.
Okay. I
don't know why you're making that choking noise. You're fine.
Because shut up. Anyway, do you okay, last thing about con stuff for now.
Yes.
Do you have any plans for any drops or anything? What's going on? Anything upcoming?
Okay. So, while I was at PopCon Indie, I brought some products I haven't yet dropped on my online store actually.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see how well they do. And honestly, they did pretty well, so I'm probably going to be bringing them to future conventions. But
Slay?
I plan on fairly soon, like, I'm saying, like, within a month, probably, maybe, like, in a month, like, dropping some new keychains on my Etsy for pre-order, specifically some Stobotnik keychains of Kid and Krona from Soul Eater, and some keychains of Mob Psycho and Catboy Reagan.
Catboy Reagan from
Mob Psycho.
I figured, yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
You know, little Reagan Arataka, genius psychic of the new world or whatever.
Slay.
I have him as a little Catboy, and people really liked that.
Because of fucking course you do.
Yeah. But those are all going to be dropping as a pre-order in like a month or so.
Ooh. Any plans to visit West Coast cons? Like RCCC, RCCC or ECCC?
I do want to try to get to some East Coast and West Coast cons. I'm in like the more Midwest zone right now, but I'm trying to get like cons like all around just to visit a few different places. Like, I'm trying to, like, again, I'm applying to as many cons as I can, and as many as I see, like, a lot of my fellow, like, con friends going to. Again, no guarantees I get in, but if I do get into any conventions, I do post about it on my Instagram stories, and I have, like, a highlight reel specifically for, like, what cons I plan to go to, in what years, on what dates they are, and where they are.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, if you guys are interested.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of Webtoon.
This is not a segue.
Do you want to talk about Being Human?
Sure. What do you want me to talk about with Being Human of all things?
What's it about? What made you want to do Webtoon? Also, give me the link to Being Human.
Being Human, I don't know if I want to give you the link just yet because I'm currently in the process of reworking it. I know, I hate to say it. But what Being Human is it's a webtoon comic about angels and demons. Specifically, it's about this angel named Cleo who finds the, quote, spawn of Satan and has to help them find their dad.
Yeah.
That is the story. And along the way, there's a lot of, like, religious trauma and like morality debating and whatnot. The reason I say I'm going to rework it is that I did start it quite a few years ago, and it was my first ever webcomic like of this scale.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like go back through, kind of rework it, especially since my art has grown, and I felt like a lot of the characters needed little design overhauls to make them more unique, let's say. You can technically catch up with what is out right now, but there is going to be some story changes and whatnot. So it's not going to be entirely accurate to what is going to come out when I start showing off some of the re-release and redone content, let's say. But,
yeah, okay.
Yeah. As for why I wanted to do Webtoon, it's, again, just a thing of, like, I really like doing art, and I like making content for people, and I like making stories. I know that's crazy.
That's actually crazy to hear. It's gonna be a retcon.
I'm gonna scream.
Oh my god, that was beautiful! 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒚, that was beautiful. Oh my god.
I'm ignoring this. I'm ignoring this to the utmost intent. It is gonna be kind of retcon, though. You little goofy, silly retconning. But, they're my little blorbos, but I do like...
Did you say your little blorbos?
Yeah, they're my little blorbos.
Okay.
You're like,
That was definitely something you said. I love that.
It is. But they're my little blorbos. But I just like making content. I make art a lot, if you can't tell.
Oh yeah, how many Artfight attacks have you done? I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere close to 7.
Is it 7?
The file you had earlier said Artfight 7.
Oh. Yeah, I'm working on the 8th one now. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so I have 7 done, and I'm working on my 8th.
Oh my god.
It's day 4.
If you want to drop your Artfight as well,
I can send it to you if you'd like.
Yeah. I'll give you guys I'll give you one wild guess as to what it's called.
It's definitely not the same username.
You are nothing if not consistent. If not consistent.
Alright, you're getting a little far. You're gonna need to slow your roll there, Buster.
Konerru, it's with 1 U.
Yep.
It's
1 U, 2 R's.
It says it on it's their logo.
It's my logo.
If that helps.
Hands, my logo.
Jazz hands.
But yeah. Oh, hi Truffles. She's back.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, all of the Being Human characters are actually up on Artfight, so that's another thing. You can take a little look-see at their new designs.
That's their Artfight.
They got updated, and I love them. I love them deeply and dearly. And they're...
We love everyone except Virginia.
You love everyone except Virginia.
I hate Virginia!
Minerva.
I don't like Virginia, I don't like Minerva.
Here's the thing, guys. Darla thinks they're hot as hell. They just don't like them.
No, I purely, like, just... Listen, I can appreciate someone's attractiveness while also not finding them attractive on the inside.
That's totally fair. I'm gonna resend you the Kink is Karma music video, Virginia, but...
Oh, don't do that to me. Oh, don't do that to me.
I don't actually think that one's up on Artfight. Whoops. Whoopsies.
But yeah, no, I've mentioned this on stream like a while back, like a few years ago while this was still a thing, but I actually helped some of the coloring on...
You did.
Yeah, that was something.
If anyone, like, does look at the old version of the webtoon, you helped with the entirety of chapter 1 in the prologue, actually.
I did. I drew blood that looked like honey. It was awesome.
You did. It was very tasty.
Can I put the link in chat?
If you so desire.
Yay! Okay. Because I already put it in the YouTube description, so it exists.
Yeah, so people would find it. Like, I'm not hiding it. It's just a thing of, like, letting you guys know. It's old. It's getting reworked.
It's something to look forward to. Because if you subscribe to it now, then you'll be able to see, like, you'll be able to get notified.
For the new version, yeah. Exactly. Whenever I take everything down.
Whenever you what?
Yeah. Whenever I take it all down and put the new stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But yeah.
What would you say was your favorite part about working on, like, webtoon stuff? Because that took up like a lot of your time for a very long time.
It still does because I am working on it.
Yeah.
But I think just getting to see how the characters develop, if that makes sense, and seeing the stages is weirdly like pleasing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing it go from that line art stage to the color to the like screen toning, all that stuff. It's very nice. And also like getting to write everything was kind of fun. Wow, I definitely didn't write it in like a year.
Do you have a favorite part of like the artistic process?
My favorite thing is kind of blocking it all out, actually. Like the rest is like fun, don't get me wrong, but like blocking out all of the comic panels and like how I want things to like look is definitely my favorite part, because I want to play around with it more than I did when I did the original, but I want to play with like how things feel when you're looking at the panel, and the panel's giving you different emotion, like evoking different emotions, you know what I mean?
Have you seen that guy on TikTok that does the different speech bubbles?
No, definitely not, and I've definitely not saved a ton of his shit for inspiration.
Are you
never
lying?
Do that. No.
Please tell me if you're lying. I can't tell.
I'm not. I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
I'm lying. I saved a bunch of his shit because he's really cool.
No, it's so interesting though.
It is. There's a lot you can do with like some very simple tools.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You guys should play around with your art. That's the best part. That's the best part of arting, is playing around with it and having fun.
Not the Persona song during the question. We've been listening to Persona the whole time.
Oh yeah, it's been Persona.
I will say, okay, I started to mention it and then I trailed off and got distracted. Said me never. That's never happened to me before, but anyway.
You're not.
So we listen to Undertale while I'm drawing during art streams because it's my favorite game. But so I thought that with each episode I'd ask each guest what their favorite game is, and that would be the soundtrack of their episode. So I asked Con and they gave me like 4 different answers, and then when I told them this is gonna be the background music, they were like, okay, yeah, Persona has the best music out of all of these.
It does. Because objectively it does. I'm sorry. Like, what can I
do you want to say what the other options were so people could judge you?
You know what? Sure, why not? The other options I had were Ace Attorney, Balatro, and Binding of Isaac. I love each of these games quite a lot for a lot of different reasons, but in terms of like, if I was to like take one of these to listen to it just on my own, it's definitely Persona.
Yeah.
Definitely not because I've used it on my own streams or anything before.
Which is your favorite? 3, 4, or 5?
See, I haven't played 3 or 4 yet. I'm planning on it, but that's like a big reason why I don't have merch of it yet, is because I haven't played it.
Haven't you made merch of stuff without seeing the content?
I do not. I try very hard not to. I think there's only one time I've done that, and it was like Everyman Hybrid, and I was in the process of watching it. I just hadn't finished it.
Haven't played 3 and 4. I literally have Persona 4 Golden. You can play it if you wanted to.
I was gonna ask you if I could steal that from you so I could play it for a while.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I've played 5. You get bonus points and, I don't know, like a little kiss on the forehead or a hug if you can guess who my favorite character is, but that's gonna be hard.
Is it the blonde kid?
Ryuji?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. I got nothing. Yusuke?
Who guessed Yusuke? Who did that?
Sharky.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Listening.
Yusuke is my little autistic guy.
Fair enough.
And also he is so odd.
Odd?
I love me a little odd autistic guy, man. Also, I fuck heavy with his like Phantom Thief fit. It's like one of my favorites.
What's his fit? Okay, I'm gonna need to look that up later, but
I could send you
Kyle.
an image if you want.
Hello. Welcome.
I didn't send you an image of him. I would never do that.
Are you a liar? Are you a liar and a snake?
I am.
That's crazy. Okay. Oh, okay.
Are you getting the vibe?
I'm getting the vibe. I like how his suit is skin tight, but then also has the poofy sleeves. That's kind of a slay.
Very princely like.
Yeah,
you know?
and I like the heels with the boots.
He is one of the few characters that actually wears a bit more white than he does black.
Gasp.
Not a spoiler, but for those playing the game or potentially wanting to, pay attention to their outfits and the colors used with and without in certain outfits.
Okay,
Especially
speaking of...
in regards to Joker. What's up?
Speaking of, I wanted to ask you, because you have over 70 OCs?
Yeah.
Can you walk us through, like, your process of like, character design? I know it's probably different every time. I don't want to hear any of that shit. I want a concrete answer. The people want to know.
Okay.
Like, what's your usual go-to vibe? Like a certain playlist or something?
Okay. There's, like, quite a few things I do here. So when it comes to designing the character, I think about who the character is. That's, like, an integral part for me. And that means, like, a few different things. I think about what music they listen to, what music reminds me of them and their personality and their story beats, or what I want to incorporate into story beats. I think about what time they're from. I think about how their views reflect on them as a person. And I kind of take that and I break it down. And also I think about, within the story context, who are they? We can go first off based on Cleo, as an example. Cleo is
send me a picture so I can have a visual example.
For sure, you got it. Hold on. I have their reference image. There you go.
Okay.
So for Cleo, they are the second, they're like one of the two main characters in Being Human, I'd say, which
For
is
context.
The webcomic. That's your context. And they are an angel. So obviously, working in with like what the universe has, they have angel wings because all of the angels have wings, specifically bird wings. But for Cleo, I specifically thought about who they are when they were human, and what they believed in. I'm not going to go too heavy in a spoiler territory here, but they don't have the best outlook when it comes to religion, and it's affected them quite a bit, religious trauma and all that. Mm-hmm. So how that's affected them is it's kind of shaped their worldview in the same way, like they already have like certain worldview elements to them, but I wanted them to be more gothic because of that tie into like religious imagery and gothic elements. Like goth as a style has like a huge tie-in to the aesthetics of Christianity in a way, at least like certain types of goth, because there are different types. Obviously, I went with more of like a mall goth style for Cleo.
Yeah.
But that also happens to be because they were born in like the 2000s, and I wanted that to reflect in how they dress. Like, what year they were born in reflects on what type of goth they are and what kind of goth style I went with. But also them being goth is tied to the fact that they have a lot of religious trauma, and their outlook on religion was very much shaped by who they were as a human and how they grew up. They have like a pretty negative outlook on it due to their home life, and obviously that doesn't mean someone is going to be goth, but because of who they are as a person, it definitely pushed them more to alternative styling. And goth is a subculture. Most subcultures have beliefs within them, and for goth, one of those isn't like Christianity bad, but it is like certain beliefs on why Christianity can be bad for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just like one character. Thought about the time, thought about the place, thought about who they are, and obviously who they are in the story is they're an angel, so they're going to have angel wings. And because of that and how they look, they are the black sheep of the family, like the family dynamic being the one of the angels. They don't fit in as much because they are alternative and because they have issues with religion, let's say.
To put it lightly.
But, you know, that's kind of like my process. And then obviously I think about, for almost all of my characters, I have playlists for them that I've made. And that just kind of also ties into their character pretty heavily. Like, I'd say Cleo's is very much like a mix of, like, goth music, considering it has, like, Sisters of Mercy, Ghost. It has, but it also has stuff
Slay.
like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff that I personally listen to a lot, like Jiraiya. So it's just things that make me think of them and their character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that, and then like, that's basically my process. Who they are in the story, who they are as a person, what affects them, and what would affect their design in terms of like context. Like, it's the 2000s. They're gonna have a 2000s style of goth, to me at least.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then like whatever musical inspiration draws you to that character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Matter of what you want to make.
Is it insensitive to the rest of your OCs to ask if you have a favorite?
So I definitely have. I have favorites from each series, I'd say.
Okay.
And that, like, even if I don't want to, and even if I do love them all quite a lot, it does kind of become evident to me that I have a few favorites here and there.
Gasp.
Being human, my favorite's probably Preston. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wonder why.
I definitely don't draw them all the time or anything.
Not at all.
But I think they're the character. Actually, no. I think I have more images of Cleo. But the one I have the second most of, I'm pretty sure is Preston.
Well, I mean, Cleo's the main character, so like that makes sense.
Yeah, Cleo and like the kid are like the main two, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Preston has more than the kid does. Obviously, a lot of those do involve Cleo because of their relationship with each other.
What kind of relationship are we talking about?
No comment.
No comment? Okay.
There's
Wow.
no comment there. They definitely don't have a dynamic. I try to get like a lot of good dynamics in there with all these characters, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Preston is my my little Scrimblow I'm gonna throw at the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna fucking chuck him at the wall like a plushie full of milk. And
Full
I
of
will feel
milk?
I will feel no shame. But yeah.
Oh, also,
And then-
Oda
yeah.
Poor Baby in the background. I love Con's kitty. I hope you let them know. You've been let know.
I've been letting out. Yeah, I know you guys can hear her yelling because I can hear her yelling, which tells me that you can hear her yelling.
No, absolutely.
So, apologize for that. But yeah. But I think I have like on Artfight, I think I put a star next to the name of the character from each series. That is my favorite.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I can double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's Preston, Freak Show.
Can you send pictures of all of these guys per chance?
You know what? Sure, why not? I'll do that. Do you want
Also,
like their
hi
reference
over on
images?
YouTube. Hi, friends.
Or like, do you want their reference images or like
whatever
like,
you got.
just like some art? You know what? I'll just give you some like funky fun art of them. So this one's Preston. I hate them. They're the worst.
I hate them. I want to throw them against the wall.
Yeah.
And is full of milk.
And is full of milk. Actually, this one might be a good one to show because this is like a version, like this Freak Show reference has their old design on it compared to their new one.
Okay, this is Preston.
So Freak Show might be good to show off like changes in design.
Oh wow, that's different. Hell
It's
yeah.
different.
This is Freak Show. This is the
It's
old
them.
design on the left and then on the right. So
There we
that's the
go.
new.
Adelina, I'm pretty sure the next one.
Adelina's
So-
from Doll Family Circus?
No, Freak Show's from Doll Fam.
Yeah, no, Freak Show is. Freak Show's
Adelina-
my favorite.
Adelina's from I'm still like trying to work out what I want it to do with it, but it's like
Yeah.
one where they have like semi-magical powers, let's say that.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean? But Adelina is the one in like white pants, and then that's their definitely not romantic partner, Celeste, or anything. I would never do that.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I have. Let me find.
Let me zoom this out a little.
Go for it.
Okay.
There's Dante from Camp Heartbreak.
Camp
Dante
Heartbreak
is
is
the
so
one.
fire!
Dante is the one on the left, and then Andy, who is the protagonist, is on the right. And I don't know. Oh yeah, I did apparently. And then I have my two others. I have one that's not totally a story just yet,
Okay.
but it's something called Freed Kings, which is just like a little fun drawing thing for me of 4 different royals with the card suites attached.
Slay, love that.
And I have a friend who has a character within the story.
Yeah.
But I can send my favorite character, Lynn. These are different outfits I've drawn her in. She's definitely not beautiful.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
Love her. Slay.
And then lastly, I have another thing that I haven't fully fleshed out, but they're sort of like ancient Greek gods I would associate them with, and my favorite is the one in red and yellow.
God, I'm a sucker for characters with just scleras and no irises. Oh my god.
Well, I got a lot of those in the little like God AU thing. Don't worry, got a lot of them. But yeah, I think those are.
Okay,
those
so
the
there are
favorites.
6 characters. If you had to put all 6 of these characters into pairs to be tributes for the Hunger Games, how would you pair them off?
Okay. For funsies, I'd pair. Okay. Preston and Freak Show, because they're super similar, and I would want to see who would backstab who first.
I think Preston would.
That might be a debate.
Put them
I
in a
think
Hunger Games simulator.
I think Pyrus and Dante, just because that would be funny to me, and then Adelina and Lynn, because I think they could kiss.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That's my choice.
Okay, how do you keep track of all of your OCs?
And
like your universes and stuff? Because I know you have a lot of different universes and shit.
I do, unfortunately. It helps, honestly, having like the toy house. I have a toy house, by the way. To have all of my art in, so I can see it all laid out, and so I can like visualize. But breaking the stories down into like just who the characters are helps me remember all of them, if that makes sense.
As in
like,
what?
Like, I think, being human, that's Aeneas, Percy, Minerva, Eddie, Riley, Cleo,
Yeah.
Ollie.
Oh, okay.
Like, and then, Doll Family, that's Millicent, Naya, Paris, Carter. Like, it helps to break it down in terms of like, these are the ones in this story, and I can list all of the ones in that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in terms of keeping track of lore and whatnot, obviously, I've mentioned that I wrote the entire story for Being Human, so I have that entire Google Doc of the story, which helps.
I imagine a little bit.
When I was writing out the story, I specifically like had a notebook of what things I wanted to happen in the story. Like a sort of pre-outline outline. So when I was making the outline, I could remember where I wanted these characters to go direction-wise.
Yeah.
And I could add scenes and build onto it as I was going through the outline so that I know where they're going. And then when I'm actively writing it out, I can flesh that out more and add more scenes if I need to. Or I can just, like, play around with some things and then like flesh the characters out a lot more.
Okay.
But I basically have that for not all. Okay. So the main 3 I have are Doll Family, Being Human, and Abnormals. Those are and Camp Heartbreak, actually. I say Camp Heartbreak is actually more fleshed out than Abnormals. So
really?
take that as you will. Yeah, because I kind of went bonkers on that one. And I wrote the entire outline for it already because I'm crazy.
No kidding.
I know where I want all the characters to go. It's just a thing of I don't have the specifics for some of them. But for Being Human, the entire thing's written out, obviously. But when it comes to like Camp Heartbreak, I know who
the murderer is.
Spoiler alert, there's a murderer. I know who the murderer is. I know who's dying in what order and who's dying, period. I know why they're dying. It's just a matter of like actively writing scenes and fleshing it out. But
Slay.
Having like notebooks and Google Docs and like, spreadsheets helps.
Spreadsheet, as in like a Google sheet kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
cool.
those too. To keep track of like pertinent information, like for Being Human, when they died, or like
spoiler alert, everyone in Being Human died.
Is dead. Wow. They
Is
died
dead.
and then became angel and demon? Wowza.
That's bonkers, crazy, unheard of. As if it isn't
like,
the premise.
It's totally not the premise. But yeah, like, I keep track of, like, again, Cleo died in the 2000s, and Eddie and Riley died in the 1980s at different years and whatnot. And, like,
coincidence?
where
I
and
think
how.
not.
Oh my god, they killed each other.
Whoa, spoiler! Holy shit!
Spoiler, you guys are getting spoiled?
Spoiler, oh my
Doodle
god.
stream.
Oh, also question, about
Yes.
Being Human, would you ever want it to be published physically as like a graphic novel or something?
I would not hate that. I'm gonna be super real. I don't think I would do it through Webtoon.
Do it like, follow in Lore Olympus's footsteps.
No! We're not talking about Lore Olympus today. But I wouldn't want to do it through Webtoon, but I would like to have physical copies of my stuff someday.
Yeah.
Even just for me to see it. Because I feel like it's a different experience to have it as a physical copy than to be reading it digitally and scrubbing through it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I wouldn't hate that. I would love to do that someday, but it's a matter of I would want to actually get through it first.
Where would you say you are in the process of like getting everything redone and shit?
Sketching. I'm in the sketching phase of the prologue in chapter 1 right now.
So you have it all blocked out?
I'm still blocking it out, but I'm in the process of doing that as of
Do
right
you
now.
go like blocking prologue, blocking 1, blocking 2, blocking 3, and then sketch prologue, sketch chapter 1, sketch chapter 2, or do you do like everything for one chapter and then like
where I'm at right now is I'm doing all of the blocking. I do the blocking and sketching at the same time kind of deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I'll block out like the page itself and then I'll go through sketch it and then I'll go to the next page, block it out. Just because how I work is I don't know exactly how much I'm going to fit onto the page. So I like to block out the entire page first, then sketch it in, and then go to the next page to continue on where like the first one or the last page ended off. You know what I mean? But I am still working out if I want to go through and block the entire story first. I'm probably not going to. I'm probably going to go like prologue in chapter 1. I'm blocking it all out and sketching it all out first. And then I'm going to do line art and screen toning and color. And then I'll move on to chapter 2 to block that out.
So kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah. It's like stages.
Yeah, because I imagine the biggest thing, even like with all of these, not just like the webtoon, but a big thing has got to be like getting burnt out and like art blocked, right?
Oh, for sure. Not to like, I think like a huge thing is that I don't know how to phrase this. I've never really experienced a whole lot of art block in my life. I'll be totally honest.
Wow.
Not a flex. This is actually a really bad thing.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that because I find that hard to believe.
So the problem is that I wouldn't say me being autistic is a problem in and of itself, but it makes things harder for me to navigate in terms of I experience things very differently. Spoiler alert, guys, I'm autistic. I know that might seem crazy, but yeah, that's part of the reason I'm like this. And drawing for me has always been sort of like a very comforting, like, I can do this like for fun and like this fulfills the needs I need to do. Because art is something that I love so much, I never really got burnt out on it because that's just like my hyperfixation. It's my special interest, let's say. My special interest is art, and that means drawing and writing and like creating characters and working on things all the time. But that becomes a problem when it comes to I don't totally always know where my need sets are. My brain, I like to describe it as this. This is something I've talked about a little bit before. But I like to describe it as my brain has the needs and wants kind of flipped for me. That's how I experience it. So whereas other people would see drawing as like, I want to do this, for me it's I need to do this or I will collapse and die. And whereas other people are like, oh, I need to eat, for me it's not even a thought. Like, completely blank space up there, and then it's only after too long that I'm like, oh, I need to eat something.
Yeah.
I need to eat something and drink, and I need to take a break. I will say that has changed somewhat since I've started to transition. For those who don't know, I am on testosterone.
Oh my god, so much lore dropping today. That's crazy.
I know, right? It's definitely not like I've talked, but now we have it all compiled together.
Yeah.
But I'm on testosterone, and ever since I started that, and I've felt a lot more happy and comfortable with myself and my body, it has meant that it's meant that I've been kind of forced to recognize those things like block and like when I need breaks, because it's become a lot easier for me to do that, and it means I need to take a step back. Art block, like, I still clearly draw all the time, but there are definitely more days now where I need to, like, not do that than I used to. And I think that's because I am taking more care of myself in a weird way. It's just also hard for me to do that as I had art block before, to let myself take that step back, because I've always been a very, like, I need to be doing something all the time because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do that I've never had to force myself to stop before. You know what I mean? And when you have art block, it's both a thing of, like, you can't work because everything looks terrible and you're, like, it's just not going well. And also, like, you can't be drawing. But I need to, like, kind of, when I'm having those moments, to force myself to stop and do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is not something I'm used to having to do with art.
What kind of stuff do you like to do?
When it comes to taking a step back, something that always helps me is I have picked up on something called cross-stitching, which you would think, oh, isn't that also art? It is.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
But it's very different because you make the thing beforehand and then you execute it.
So different.
You know
art.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So different art, different process. And it helps because all I have to do is kind of like do the work, if that makes sense, like do the stitching.
Yeah.
So like I can kind of like watch other things and relax and take my mind off of projects and other things that are stressing me out or like I'm not able to work on at the time.
Yeah.
And it lets me like do something else at the time. That or I play video games, which, you know, crazy. I know. Wow.
Wow, that's actually unheard of. Completely unheard of.
I know. No one plays video games anymore. No one likes
those. Ever played video games ever.
Ever.
But I was gonna say you've played Binding of Isaac, right? But it's literally one of your favorite games.
It's one of my favorites, but thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't start playing in middle school.
Actually crazy. So we are gonna take a break here in a few seconds.
Oh yeah.
I've been dismissing the ad thing a few times.
Oops.
But when we come back, we are going to answer some of your questions. So be sure to use the ask a guest. Ask the guest.
Yes.
I'm so normal. Ask the guest.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Ask the guest channel point redeem thingy to ask any burning questions that you may have. And yeah, we're gonna play some ads just for a few minutes, just to get those out of the way, so that people that are coming in and out don't get any pre-roll ads or anything like that, and so we can take a break so nobody misses anything during that time. So yeah, ow. We will be right back. Do something to take care of yourselves. Get a water, get a snack. Go pet your pet, which is mandatory.
Obviously.
Especially for Con, you need to go pet Truffles and tell everybody you said hi.
Yep. I will do that.
Oops, you misclicked. Bullshit! You meant to throw that. Oh, you wanted to hydrate?
Whoops.
Okay, I'll hydrate just for you. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Boo! Again. That's what I'm going with. Boo again.
I do that all the time, don't worry.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm in keeping, guys.
Oh yeah, also I was told to tell you that Dingo was the one who asked about the about being human being physically printed.
I see.
Because they were like up in arms.
Oh, that you didn't didn't specify that someone else asked?
Yep.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't
They
know
were
that.
like, I'm gonna tell Con. They were gonna tell on me.
If it helps, I did see that it was you because I did my little check-in and I saw that it was.
Oh yeah. So then it was all for nothing. Is what I'm hearing. All the complaining.
It was all the complaining was for naught.
It was for naught because you were fine.
You were fine. I understood.
It was okay.
It's okay. Don't worry. But hey, welcome back. What's up?
Yeah, welcome back. I hope you guys did something to take care of yourselves. You guys have questions. Con has answers.
I pet Truffles as requested.
You did? Did you tell her we said hi?
I did.
What'd she say?
Meh.
That's high praise.
That means she loves you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's all perfect. We're all good.
We're all good.
This stream has been blessed.
I knew this first episode was gonna go off without a hitch.
Not a single one.
Not a single hitch. Okay.
No one say anything.
No one say shit. I'm going to ask you questions now. And also copy paste this mouth because I am lazy.
I would love for that.
You'd love me to copy paste your mouth?
Yeah, give me 5 of them, please, actually.
Alone, give me 14 of them.
Petition to give me 10 mouths. Does everyone agree?
I say granted. Why does it say no? Okay, it's a liar. It said no object to transform and then immediately transformed, and I was like, okay.
I see.
If that's what you fucking say. Okay.
It's being a bitch now, I see.
Okay, are you ready to expose yourself?
I'm already doing that, but sure.
Okay. First question is from Crimson. How does it feel to be a huge nerd? / silly.
Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I'd say that's the best part about doing what I do. At least being a huge fucking nerd.
You know what? Fair enough.
It helps to be a nerd and to enjoy things and enjoy them autistically or not when it comes to chatting with them. I'm gonna be real. I think like a big part of selling your stuff is you have to talk about it. Not just the stuff that you have, but what you like about the media that you're making stuff up. Does this make sense? You
remember that time you were so hyper fixated on South Park that you made me binge watch the entire thing?
Yes, I do. I remember vividly.
Are you still hyper fixated on South Park?
Not right now. Might come back eventually. Who knows?
Because a lot of content has come out since then.
It has. That's very true. But
who knows?
Like, that's like a big thing that I've noticed at convention. And I'm going to be super upfront with you guys. If you're not talking to the people who are stopping by your booth, you're not going to get a lot of customers. People like it when you talk to them, trust me.
Gasp.
Even if it's just a hi, hello, how are you, the convention going, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, there's obviously people who don't want to talk, but a lot of people are there because they want to interact with you. Like, it is a space for interacting with the people that you are, like, you share interests with. So people want to, like, talk about those interests.
Yeah, duh.
You're not going to get anywhere if you don't talk about them. You know what I mean?
Do you have a favorite con that you've been to so far?
So far, it has been PopCon Indie. I will be
really?
super fun. There's a multitude of reasons for that. In terms of like setting up and taking down and management and whatnot. But everyone that I met at PopCon was super nice. Even if people didn't want to talk. Shut up.
Okay, continue. I'm so sorry. Continue.
I'm gonna pummel you in the dirt. Oh my goodness. But even just talking about like the people attending and like the other artists there, I'd say that PopCon was the friendliest I had ever.
Okay.
Because even if, okay, you're obviously gonna get some people that if you say hi, they completely like ignore you. And
Sure.
there's like a lot of reasons for that. They're busy, they're trying to get somewhere, they're trying to look for something, like they're just trying to get out of the hall, like whatever it is. I don't hold grudges for that, but even if like people were clearly going somewhere and didn't want to stop, if I said hey as they were passing, they would give me like a polite smile, a wave, or just like a little hello and then continue on their way.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of conventions where people just don't do that. And like, you know,
That
it's
feels
gonna
mean.
happen. It does, but like you also gotta keep in mind, like, for other conventions, there's a lot of circumstances going into why that might be happening.
Yeah.
I think for some of the ones I've been to, there's been a big problem of sardine canning, which that's what I like to call when there's too many
Okay.
people in the alley, in the hall, like in the lanes, and people can't stop.
Yeah.
There are some conventions where I felt I can't leave my booth because there are too many people coming up to the booth consistently, and because I'm not gonna make it anywhere even if I try to. PopCon wasn't like that. The like aisles were like, they weren't too big as to like create too much space and a feeling of like emptiness, but they weren't so cramped and small that there was a lot of sardine canning. There are conventions I've been to where I have been stuck standing still waiting to get through to go to the bathroom because
Yeah.
there's too many people in the hall.
Yeah, no,
That's
I've been
something-
in cons that like the artist alley was so long, you literally, it was just a line to get through artist alley, but you couldn't stop because it was like a
Yeah.
line, you know? So nobody could like buy anything. They were just kind of walking through for the sake of walking through.
You get it. And that's
was a
like a
whole
big
thing.
problem. I will say also, it helps that with that one con that I had like the biggest problem with sardine canning in, I shouldn't say it helps. It doesn't help that they also like weren't super clear when the alley closed and when it was open to people and how many people they were letting in. There wasn't like a
Okay.
clear like stopping point for like, hey, we can't allow more people in because the hall is too full type
So
thing,
like
you know what I mean?
they didn't have like a clear max capacity.
No clear max capacity, and again, there was no clear closing time because the vendors were told different things than the attendees were, and no shade, no hate. Sometimes the hall would just keep letting people in even though it closed already, and we were meant to leave. So what you gotta do at that point is take down any products you don't want getting stolen for whatever reason. I can go into that a bit. And just kind of leave.
You just kind of dipped?
You kind of just have to.
But what about the
in this-
sales?
See, here's the thing, is that we're not allowed to do sales after a certain point.
Oh.
Like, obviously you can stay if you want, but most of the time, like, everyone's kind of annoyed because, hey, we're meant to be closed and we have places to be. You know what I mean?
Like bed,
Like bed.
presumably.
Like bed, shower, eating food, because,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah, sardining really makes it hard for me to explore since I look down a hall and go, yeah, I'm not passing down there, so I guess I'll come back, and then never come back.
exactly. That's like another big problem is if people, like, if there's too many people crowding your booth at any time, you're gonna miss some people. And that's kind of just like inevitable, but it's like way worse with sardine canning because people just don't want to be there and they want to leave because there's no point in looking at stuff. Everything sucks.
I like how you just invented that term. That's the canon term now.
Well, like, that's what I like to call it because that's what it feels like. It feels like your sardines just trapped and wedged.
Yeah. Also, here's a good one. How do you deal
Yes,
with
yes.
people who want to bargain or lower prices?
I actually haven't had to deal with that. I'm gonna be really real.
What would you do?
If I was to do anything, I would kind of just be like, no, I'm sorry. The prices are set the way they are for a lot of different reasons. I'm not really willing to lower them, like lower them at all. Like, you know what? I'm just not really willing to.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is that you have done that. If people are asking if you have deals for items, that's different, because artist alleys do that. I do that. Like for button pins, when I'm in the artist alley, I do 3 for $7 deals when they would normally be $9 for 3 of them.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't have any deals, you can just be like, I'm sorry, I don't have any, like, for that product, or like just in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like a very gentle, like, oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't do that.
I usually ask if I can have a minor discount if I buy a full set or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Like,
if you're spending a lot already, like, that's understandable.
That's totally fair. I've had it before where people have bought full sets and I'm like, I'm gonna give you a discount. Like, I haven't actually had anyone be like, do I get a discount if I buy the full set? It's just, they're like, how much is it for the full set? And I'll be like, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a discount. That's like kind of like up to the individual artist.
Yeah, like, I am giving you a discount now. I'm forcibly giving you a discount.
Yeah, it's completely up to you if you want to or not. Like, if you don't feel comfortable giving discount, even when it's like a large order, understandable. You have your prices set that way there for a reason. I have my prices set so that if I feel comfortable with it, I can lower them or give discounts depending on certain details. You know what I mean?
Which is how presumably basic economics works. But what do I know?
I don't know. What do you know? No, but Darla's right. It's basically basic economics. It's, you know, you do what you do. You get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh. We have a few unrelated ones, but they're still
I'm fine with that.
Silly.
I like unrelated questions.
What's your favorite pineapple flavor?
Pineapple. Next.
Okay. If your favorite number was your debit card number, what would be your favorite number?
All 3s, baby. Just a row of 3s.
Nothing but 3s. Is 3 your favorite number?
Nothing but that. Yes, 3 is my favorite number. And I like intervals of 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Oh yeah, you remember when you had a whole thing with permutations and combinations?
I still do. I don't know what you mean.
I mean, like, no one could bring it up at all, even like to mention, oh yeah, Khan's obsessed with this thing, or else you would genuinely go on a 20-minute tangent about how they worked.
It's called autism. I don't know what you want from me, bestie.
Oh yeah, there was one time when I visited. I visited you like 3 years ago, and I was doing a virtual class. It was my statistics class, and then it just happened to be a lecture about permutations and combinations, and you wanted to sit in on it.
I did.
And then you pulled out this old fucking book about it?
You mean the book that's at my desk right now?
Yes! Oh my god.
For those who want to know what the book is, hold on, I'll pull it out right now.
Do you want to explain permutations and combinations?
Not today, but I have a book by Sheldon Ross called A First Course in Probability. And it is an entire book on how to calculate different probability and different things like calculating infinity and whatnot, which is one of my favorite things you can do.
Can you calculate infinity?
There's an infinite number of ways to calculate infinity, so yes.
Do it right now. Calculate infinity.
No.
Damn.
Next.
Okay. What's your favorite Ghosty Boy quote?
A lot of bleeping noises are gonna come out of my mouth right now.
That sounds about right. That's so
that's
Ghosty Boy
for you. You get it. That's Ghosty Boy for you.
Okay, finally, what is your favorite water flavor? Mine is strawberry flavored. Both of these are from Cat, by the way.
Oh, I see. I like water. I like water, no flavoring. I'm gonna be so real.
You don't like LaCroix or anything?
Not really. I'm not a LaCroix boy. But I will say that does actually tie into like another tip I have for you Artist Alley people or convention attenders. If you're bringing water with you, put some electrolytes in it.
Oh, like Liquid IV?
Like Liquid IV, or if you really need to, you can get the cheapo ones from like Walmart or Pick and Save or whatever.
Do you have a favorite Liquid IV flavor?
No, because I get the cheapo stuff.
Fair enough.
But like, it keeps you hydrated. It's way better, especially if you can't get water frequently, like you can't leave for whatever reason. like me, who sits at the table for 10 hours a day, it's good to have the liquid IV or electrolyte powder in your drink.
Life hack. Do you have one more life hack for us?
I have lots of life hacks about Artist Alley. Are you kidding me?
It's rapid fire.
Okay. Make sure that all of your products are steel-proof in some way. That means for keychains, make sure that they are firmly clasped to the board so people can't steal them. And if there are items that are loose and out, make sure that they are visible so you know that they are not stolen and you can watch if people steal them. That's one.
Okay.
Make sure to have a trash bag behind your booth at all times, even if it's just like a little like plastic garbo bag, you know what I mean? Not like a full-on garbage bag, but something
plastic garbo bag is just a really funny phrase.
You get it. But
I get it.
Like those like stuff you can get like at a grocery store or like at Walmart or something. Like those plastic bags, have one behind your booth. You are going to need it inevitably. Bring tape. That's another one. Do not go without tape, I beg of you.
Oh god.
We have made the mistake of no tape, and it is horrible, and we are dumb for doing that. Bring an emergency supplies kit. That means scissors, tape, and zip ties if you need them, pens, pencils, like anything that you will need or could need. Also bring hand sanitizer. Bring hand sanitizer for yourself, please. There's grubby people. What else? There's a lot. I don't know, man.
What about for general con-goers? Since we're in con season.
That's true. For general con-goers, bring your deodorant. I am sick of smelling your piss.
Oh my god, yes!
Bring your deodorant. I love you guys so dearly, and I understand that you're in costume and in cosplay, and you can't always easily put on stuff, but please put on your deodorant and shower regularly, especially when you are going to conventions, because you will get hot and sweaty. You are walking around all the time. Please. I love you dearly. What else? For con-goers, bring water. Bring water for yourself. Bring plastic water bottles, or make sure you have them. If you need any... also, you know what? Emergency supply kit for you cosplay people. Bring an emergency supply kit for yourself as well, if you're cosplay. That means hot glue. That means sewing needles and thread. That means whatever you would need to fix your costume.
But the smell is part of the experience. Oh, you're right.
Whoever said that, you're dead.
No.
Whoever said that, you're dead to me. You're dead to me.
Just because it's part of the experience doesn't mean that we should be normalizing it.
Literally. Also, make sure you have a plan if you are going with friends on how to reconnect if you lose your phones or something like that. Make sure that you have a plan in case you need to meet up again or if any of you get lost.
Thank you for the hydrate.
That's always that's a good thing. Hydrate time. Hold on.
Yeah, hydrate time for you too.
Yeah, I drank. Don't worry. What's another thing for general con-goers? If you're wearing a costume, if you're going to Artist Alley and you need to pay for things, and if you can't, for whatever reason, get access to your money, be it you're wearing really long false nails, or you're wearing gloves or some other thing that obstructs you in some way, have a friend with you with hands that are clear and can grab things. Just do that for yourself, man.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, I am, actually. As someone who wore extremely long false nails to a convention before, I would not have survived had I not had a friend with me. Just do that to yourself to be nice, you know what I mean?
Also, one second, we're getting a raid. Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for the raid, Dr. Leon. Hello. I normally just call you Leon, but I figured I'd want to call you by your title this time. I hope you guys are having a good night so far. So those of you who don't know me, I'm Darla. This is Con.
That's me.
We are doing the first episode of my talk show, the Doodle Dialogues, where I interview VTubers and content creators while drawing them, and this is what we got so far. He earned that PhD real, exactly. I apologize. Yeah, this is what we got so far. Con hasn't seen any of it yet, but besides
Don't tell me
that,
anything.
I am also a digital artist, obviously. a D&D player, and an indie gamer. So if you're interested in any of those things, feel free to stick around. How's the new talk show going? Ask Con. How do you think
I think it's going fun. It's going fun. All
going
right.
fun?
I'm gonna
pack it up.
Yeah, I think that tells you everything you need to know. It's going fun. It's going fun is what I'm saying today. It's going well. I'm having a lot of fun yapping. It's bringing out the joy in me. I was gonna say the autism in me, but that's already
why not both?
You're right. You're so right. You're so real. But we're giving some con tips, some convention tips from me.
Some con tips?
From me, Con.
And we were listening to the Persona 5 soundtrack because it is Con's favorite game that has the best soundtrack.
It's my favorite soundtrack from a game, let's say.
Yeah.
But
yeah, if any of you guys need to raid and run or rest or lurk or anything like that, you're more than welcome to do so. Thank you for trusting us with your community. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
Yeah.
I went this whole time without drawing my wings. Boop, boop.
Maybe you should do that.
We're actually doing pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Because I've been really slow at drawing lately.
Don't worry, me too.
Yeah, what were you saying? Do you remember?
I think
con
like
tips?
I got kind of like I think I got kind of to the end of my con tips in terms of general con going. Oh, buy your badge. If you are going to a convention and you are for sure going, buy your badges early. That's just a con tip for you. Because they're oftentimes cheaper than if you were to buy them when they're closer to the convention date.
Oh yeah, they're usually like discounts and stuff, right?
Yeah, they are like way cheaper if you buy them early on. If you're like, if you know for sure you are going, not like if you are like tabling or whatever, because that's like entirely different. But if you are going to attend as a con goer, cosplaying or not, buy your badge early. Be nice to yourself. Those things get expensive as hell.
Not gonna lie, I think we should have had a counter for how many times the word con has been said. I think at least all of them.
100.
100. That's a good estimate. Also, Dingo asked what your favorite dinosaur is.
This is gonna make me a fake autistic. I don't have one.
What?
I'm sorry. I did not have dinosaur autism, bro. I didn't. So I don't know anything about dinosaurs.
My favorite is the long neck ones. I love the long neck ones.
I'm gonna say mine is the long neck seagoing one. The one that's in the water.
Long neck water one?
Yeah,
I love long neck water one. That's such a good one. That's a great choice.
That's my choice, guys.
Long neck water one.
Yeah, long neck water one. That's the scientific name by them.
The scientific name long neck water one. That's not a one. Yeah. That's a type. I don't see you in the prehistoric era. Okay, I don't see you with your fucking anthropology degree.
Yeah, like what do you know?
Yeah, what do you know? Con likes plesiosaurs. No, Con likes long neck water ones.
Yeah, thank you, Darla.
You're welcome. I'm like I'm in your defense.
You're fighting for me.
I'm fighting for you.
I appreciate it. Yep.
I love
long neck water one.
I love long neck water one. I never even thought about the long neck water one. I thought about the long neck one.
Like the one on land?
Yeah.
I get it.
Not the long neck water one though. That's it entirely. That's new territory.
Different. Yeah, that's a different
Today's conversation is with the wonderful Konerru. The content of discussion is conventions. Everyone behave and be nice. No condescending comments. The last one is a stretch, you are right. Wouldn't long neck water one with a silhouette of it make a hilarious pun? That would be awesome. It has the long neck, it just has like the Loch Ness monster on it or something, and it just says long neck water one.
Make that a fucking shirt and Jackbox when we do that whenever next.
No, make it a pin.
Great idea.
Is what I think is being said.
That seems like a great idea, and I'm sure no one would get that.
Are you
No
gonna
one
do
would
it?
understand. I don't know. If I don't do it, someone else can do it. Steal it.
You heard it here, folks. Steal from Con.
Oh, wait, no. Wait,
Steal.
wait.
Steal.
No,
Stealing is
wait.
good, and Con condones it. Con condones
No.
it. See,
No,
it's a con
don't.
pun,
No,
so you have to
wait.
do it. So,
No.
yeah. Clip that.
Don't listen to Darla. How about
Talk
that?
show merch. Yeah! That would... I never even thought about that.
I'd make you talk show merch. Are you kidding?
Hell
Funny
yeah.
as hell.
Oh my god, partnership?
Sure.
History in the making.
This is the origin of Darla Doodles like merch.
Yeah. Again.
Again, a second time, or a third.
Continued.
Yeah, that works.
All
All right.
Continued.
All right, I'm cutting you off.
Continued.
You're doing too much. It's too much.
Okay.
What's the next question?
I do have... I have one more question.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, it's two questions. One of them is one that I'm gonna be asking everyone who comes onto the show, so that we have a like comparison, whatever.
Okay.
What does doodling mean to you?
Okay. It's a pretty in-depth question. I was not expecting this. Oh goodness. Okay. I think doodling is having fun with your art. Obviously, you should always be having fun with your art, but I think it specifically means to just draw whatever. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to be clean. It doesn't have to be like too out there or too bland. It can be whatever the fuck you want. And it doesn't have to look good. I'm gonna say this again. It does not have to look good. It just has to be fun for you.
Yeah.
Just draw whatever and go. That's what doodling is to me.
Good answer. Good. Clap.
Clap, clap, clap,
Clap. Good answer. I don't
Everyone
have
clap for me.
Everyone clap.
You should get that as a sound. Get that as a soundboard thing.
Wait. Hang on.
Okay. I'm holding my horses.
Hang on. Shut up. Hang on.
They're on the reins.
Hang on. Hang on.
They're on the reins. That was not it.
No, that was a clap.
I don't think so.
That was a clap.
Well,
That's because it was Oh yeah! Happy Comic Sans Day, everyone.
Happy Comic Sans Day.
You're so cringe!
What? Happy
What?
Comic Sans Day.
You're so cringe!
Was that you?
No.
I think you're lying to me. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. You better be hydrating too.
I am.
Is
I'm
it
not
for real?
breaking
Yeah,
the
today
rules.
is Comic Sans Day. I'm not even lying. Today is Comic Sans Day.
And you should all be happy and proud of yourselves.
For surviving Comic Sans, question mark.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
And then the last thing I have for you is I was wondering if you could give a question to the next guest to answer.
Oh, fuck. I would have come prepared if I knew this was a thing.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't tell you.
You motherfucker. You hate me. You hate me and you despise me.
Yep.
Let me see. If you were...
If you could type it up and send it to me, that'd be very helpful.
Alright. You're asking too much.
That's optional!
I'll do it. If you were a pastry, what pastry would you be and why? There you go.
Okay, Slay. This totally came from Sane because when I got interviewed on her channel, she asked me that and it was totally on the spot and I was like, I want to do this to someone else. This is such a great idea. So yeah, I asked that. That's where that came from. Credit where credit's due.
Steal but with credit.
Steal but with credit, yeah.
That's what your guidelines are.
I really like the concept of that.
I think that's fair. I think it's kind of fun. It puts them on the spot, and it doesn't make me anxious and sweat at all.
No.
I would never.
No,
I'm not
no.
sweaty, guys. Do you believe me? Do you believe I'm not sweaty?
No.
Please say. Okay. Well, shit.
But yeah, that's all I got for you.
Wow.
I still plan on sticking around to, we're gonna be taking a break in a few minutes to kind of, facilitate this transition, but I'm going to be, well, I'm gonna finish up this sketch, and then I'm gonna be taking a break. And
As
then
you
we're
should.
gonna finish this doodle on stream.
Wow.
So if you have the time and would like to yap and be here for that, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to. No pressure.
I cannot, unfortunately, but I encourage everyone else to stay.
Yeah.
Because I want to know. I want to see people's reactions to the finished work. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm gonna try and finish. I'm gonna finish the sketch so that you have an idea of what it's gonna look like.
What's coming for me?
What's coming for you exactly?
I love to see it.
Yeah, no spoilers. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am gonna say, for those of you who have the context, this is kind of the similar format of what. Did you just con pun yourself?
What?
Did you just con pun yourself?
No comment.
No comment.
That's a stretch, and you know it.
It works. It works.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Continue with what you were saying about context.
That this is gonna be kind of be how it's gonna look for each. Like I'm gonna use it's gonna, like, composition wise, this is gonna be similar to how it's gonna look each time, so that we could put them all next to each other, and it'll be all pretty and stuff, and it'll be great and awesome.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna copy paste this.
Hit me.
Oh
Give me, like,
yeah,
your best shot.
You've been watching K-pop Demon Hunters lately, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna make merch for that?
Potentially. I will say a big thing I've noticed is that it's getting a lot of merch already from a lot of people, and I tend to stay away from making merch if it has too much already. Not saying I won't, because obviously I've made stuff for Dungeon Meshi, which is hella huge, but
Yeah.
I might not. I don't want to, like, make any guarantees, but I could potentially, and even if I don't, there are plenty of people out there they make tons of great stuff. But yeah, because it's crazy. It's almost like if too many people make the thing, no one wants that thing anymore.
Bonkers
Or
crazy, actually.
Rather, it's not that people don't want it, it's that their want is split between 500 people instead of 5, you know?
Yeah.
You get the vibe.
So
I will make promises.
oversaturation of the market.
What? Basic economic things? That's crazy.
Whoa. So what if you make the back wall with every piece of art? Oh, that's a great idea. That's actually, oh, that's beautiful.
Smart. Who said that? Big brain.
That
Big
was
brain.
Sharky. Oh man.
You're so smart for that.
That's so
honestly.
cool. Okay. I am
Yeah.
basically done with
Wow.
sketch. Hang on. This is what it's
Okay.
gonna look like, guys.
I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on.
If you want to look, you can look on stream now.
Okay. Let me pull it up real quick. so that I
This is
can
my vision.
be amazed.
I totally didn't come up with this last night.
No, you would never.
I had what could only be described as an epiphany.
Sorry. This is so cute. One. Two. This is we're playing my favorite version of the song, and it's my favorite song from the Persona. It's my favorite song from the Persona soundtrack.
Aw.
Don't mind me stuttering and stammering all of it.
You should put a hidden
Ooh.
ghosty boy. I'll put a hidden ghosty boy in every picture.
That sounds really cute.
And then not
But this
tell
is so
anyone.
cute.
Thank
This is
you.
adorable. I'm gonna cry.
Do it. Do it, sob.
Ah.
I think ending this segment would be perfect with crying.
I'll cry
in
right now.
the first episode. This stream made me want to learn Persona songs and guitar, so I've been working on that. It's been going good.
Yes!
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love that.
Yippee!
Definitely learn Beneath the Mask. It is, mwah, chef's kiss, my favorite.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna send it to you in a little bit. Because you did survive the Doodle dialogues, and I'm proud of you. And everyone in chat is proud of you. And
Thank you guys.
thank you for the dialogue. I appreciate it.
I'm always happy to do more. Don't worry.
Fuck yeah! You
I'm
free
a
in 2
yapper.
weeks?
Honestly, yeah, I might be.
But yeah, if you guys want to check out Con, this is their Twitch. When do you plan on streaming again, by the way?
I was actually thinking about, okay, so here's the thing. I took a quick break because I was kind of having to deal with some stuff for convention, aka making stock, and I needed to rework my setup a little bit.
Yeah.
But I plan on streaming next week, and I actually plan on either going over making some cookie run designs for photo cards and pins, because those were really popular at PopCon. Or I'm going to finally work on a project I've been meaning to for a while, which is finally making some standees, specifically of the Ace Attorney boys in bunny outfits.
I remember that. Holy shit.
So if either of those interest you, you can stop on by next week. And I should be live.
Hell yeah. Well, I would argue that the 2 most important links to you right now are your Artfight and your Etsy.
Probably, yeah.
So if you guys would like to check out either of those, Con is on Team Crystals this year with me because we are both based and correct all the time.
And definitely not because I like crystals.
Yeah.
The color orange.
Totally has not been working on Artfight this whole time.
No.
So if you'd like to check them out at either of those places, they plan on doing some pre-orders and drops and fun stuff very, very soon on their Etsy. Makes really great products, super, super cool. Might be helping out with Doodle merch.
Who knows? Maybe.
Is there anything else you wanted to... Any wisdom? Anything?
Any wisdom? I give tons of wisdom on my... So... you could stop on by. But any questions and stuff like that, I'm always more than happy to answer, especially when it comes to like manufacturing and stuff.
Yeah.
Share your sources. We want people in this space. We want people to buy art. Art is amazing, and I want to encourage it as much as I can. So, keep doing your art. Keep doodling, all of you out there.
Keep doodling, one and all.
That is my thing today. Keep doodling.
Keep doodling. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. We're gonna take another quick break for just a few minutes, and then, oh god. Did you want to know? I almost didn't include that, but then I was like, you know what? I'd be remiss if I didn't include those.
I think you should have had to include it.
Yeah,
like if you hadn't, I would have yelled at you. We would have broken up on stream right now. No longer friends. How dare you?
Damn. That's why my best friend's a con artist.
Wow.
That's rude.
Hair.
But yeah, we're gonna be taking a break really quick, and then when we come back, we are gonna go to our usual gaming screen. We're gonna finish this off, and then that'll be that. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. But continue to be here. We're gonna take about a 3-minute break. Some ads are gonna play just so nobody misses anything, and yeah, we will be right back. Go do something to take care of yourself. Get a water, get a snack. Pet your pet. Yeah, we'll BRB.
Thank you all so much for coming to see me, but stick around for the rest of Darla's art.
See ya!
Bye-bye, love y'all.
Welcome back. Hi. Hello, hello. We were totally here before. This is exactly where we were before. Welcome back. Hello, hello. I hope you guys did something to take care of yourselves. And also, I hope you guys had fun with our first episode. We're kind of still in it. This is like 1.5, I guess. Episode 1.5, because we're still doodling and we're still dialoguing, you know. 30 stream streak. Holy shit. Congratulations. Oh my god. Congrats on the first episode. Thank you. I will say, just to keep things consistent, I totally didn't use the hand from my wallpaper. Totally did not do that. I am a big advocate for using your own art and repeating. Using own art for stuff and things. It's so great. It's so great and awesome. I had a totally different sketch beforehand, by the way. But I was like, let me cook. And then I did, and it was great, and it was awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. The next episode, I actually already have the guest. Wait, I'm trying to recall. Yes, I do. I believe I do. I don't remember which date they picked. But yeah, super exciting. I love cheating by using my other art. Me too! Wow, it's so great. It's so great and awesome. You're cooking some instant noodles? Hell yeah. That's so, that's amazing. Oh, lasso fill. Fuck yeah, lasso fill. Ooh, what's in close and fill? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. Ooh. It needs some work, but I totally forgot what I was talking about. I was so enthralled by this. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. You have lasso fill? I had to download a separate tool for that. It's a Clip Studio thing. Wait, you use Clip Studio as well, right? How am I feeling about the Persona OST? Oh, I'm obsessed. I love it. It's such a vibe. I don't think it'll replace Undertale for being our art music, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. I like it, Picasso. You use Clip Studio, you don't have the lasso fill? Well, it's under, Bucket. It's under Bucket. Oh, shit. You just go to where, like, the bucket tool is. And it should be over there. I do want to know what you got from the asset store, because maybe it's better. I don't know. Art Void. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Art Void. Persona 4's OST is pretty good. Oh, hell yeah. Persona just has really good music, you know? I don't know. I just have noticed a pattern with Persona's music. I don't know. It's really great. Yeah, absolutely, Ryu. Oh my god, I've been meaning to do that. I was gonna text you the other day and be like, hey, send me those links. I've gotten a few, like, I've explored the asset store a little bit, which I just discovered the lasso tool, which is very exciting because that was like my favorite thing about 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒚, and I really missed it when it was gone. Like when I thought I didn't have it here, you know. But I'm glad that I have it again. That's very slay. Oh, you can make your own brushes. Hell yeah. That's really good. I don't want that to be... Okay. Yeah, so just for my sanity, this isn't gonna be like a full thing. Because this is gonna be something I do every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So this is like the blueprint. This is what... This is gonna set the stage. This is gonna be the precedent for all the other doodles. Though I am curious about what... Because the last question I asked was what doodling means to you. And that's something I'm gonna be asking like all of like each guest, you know. But I am curious what doodling means to you guys. It feels like a massively philosophical question, which I mean, depending on how you answer it, it kind of is. But it can't just be as simple as like drawing, but not. You know? Oh, that was easy. Okay, cool. You can make the picture background and image material and reuse it. Ooh. Oh, that's super cool. I want a lasso fill. I love lasso fill. Boop. Fuck yeah. Okay. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Oh, and it also has this cool thing where you can go to different references. So instead of like having to re-upload every single one, you're able to just kind of... I think enclosed fill should work with this. Kind of. Oh, okay, it kind of worked. It kind of worked. It worked where it counted. With like the majority of the piece. Hang on, I am gonna turn this off so I can see all this. But yeah, I'm finding new features about this thing every day. It's so awesome. Oh, I should probably save. And I'm really glad to be using dark mode. I didn't realize how much my eyes hurt while using light mode all the time. All of this being said though, I still would recommend 𝒆𝒂𝒅𝒚 to anyone who wants like a free program. Absolutely. Make the Doodle Dialogues logo and image material and reuse that. But I assume you already have it as a PNG. Only thing that would do is help reduce time because you wouldn't have to import it. Oh, true! You're so right. What happened here? Okay, okay. We're gonna make a couple of folders. I do also love the create folder and insert layer thing. Let's do con first. But I do genuinely hope you guys check out his stuff. She's super cool. Obviously one of my best friends. That's what the title's for. Free is your favorite price? Me too. I think it's fair. Bonk? Okay, it is a little finicky because of my, my line art. But that's fine. I did purposely make it a little more sketchy for the vibes. Bonk. I can't even tell if it's ever like not Persona anymore. That is the thing with having Undertale as the music, is that I always know when it automatically switches to another thingy. Because I know all the songs so well. For a second, I was like, why is that gray? Okay, it is still Persona, okay. But I will say with dark mode, 𝒆𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒚 does also have a dark mode, but it's what their like paid thing. It comes with their with the paid version that's like $30 or something. 20, 30 bucks? I think it was on sale at one point because of like the Steam summer sale. Boop. Beep. Beep. Beep bop. Boop boop. Wait, beep bop. Beep bop boop. Okay. Oh, this sounds like the other song. This sounds like the other song, but not. Oh, that's so crazy. Oh, I got the timing. I got the timing right. Oh my god, I'm so persona. I'm so persona. I did it again. I'm so persona. Do I know what that means? No. Am I gonna keep saying it? Probably. Because I'm just so persona. Okay, this is gonna look a little weird before it gets filled in, but let me cook. Let me cook. The shape is actually not that bad. I want this one. Okay. Oh yeah, I also have to erase this part. God, I forgot how tedious this was. Oh, wait. Ha. Oh, you can use the lasso as an eraser. You're so right. You're so wise, Ryu. Oh my god. Okay, that did a little bit. It did enough. And then what color are eyes? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Ah ha ha. I think, okay, so they're kind of they're covered by the glasses, but I presume they're the same blue as the. What is the word I'm thinking of? Jacket, sweater. I couldn't think of the word sweater. You've been using it for almost a decade? Oh, what version do you use? Have you upgraded to, version 4 yet? Or do you plan on doing that? Because I just got version 4 because that was, like, what they had, but... I haven't heard anyone talking about version 5 or anything, if that even exists. You love... Oh, Risk of Rain 2. I have heard so many things about Risk of Rain. I have been told to try it. I really want to. I love the soundtrack as well. The soundtrack is fire. I've been listening. What is up, everyone? Also, hi, Femur Farmer. I wasn't sure if I said hi to you before, but hi. Hi anyway. Hello, hello. Are we having a good night so far? Risk of Rain stream! I hear someone's excited. Someone's excited about the prospect of a Risk of Rain stream. I wonder who it could be. That's actually crazy. Oh, the thingy is... Okay. We will be there. Is that a reference? Is that a Risk of Rain reference that I'm not getting? Petition to make Khan's hair blue. Because I said so. Boop. Boop. Okay. Boop. Oh, and then the... Yep, those are also dark blue. Slay! Okay. But no pressure and don't hold me to that. You know what? All the pressure, and I am absolutely holding you to that. I'm gonna be like, so if I streamed on this day, would you be able to make it? And that's gonna be what determines when the stream is. Absolutely. I'm just kidding. There's never any pressure to hang out on stream. Absolutely not. Let's see if this works. Is there a way? Oh, close gap. I can make it. Treat semi-transparent as transparent. Area surrounded by target all colors. Huh. Target all colors. Ooh, that helped. And then it's just a matter of erasing all of this. Hell yeah. I feel like I will have to change that setting depending on the circumstances though. But okay, well that was fun, but I'm gonna probably not do that again for this. Because now there are these itty bitty pixels. Itty bitty pixels. Oh, what did I do? Oh, this thing has been on transparent. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then little bitty spot. Okay. And then the earrings are... I'm gonna make the earrings this color. And then I'm also gonna... I think I'm gonna color the line art for... Because I have the glasses separated. There we go. Sick Doodle, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And then we're gonna make this brown. That's the fun part. The part that we already did. Okay, and then we're gonna color this white. Which I love. I love that part of the design. One of my favorite parts. I do like all the starry parts. I think that's really neat. Oh shit. And then there's me. And then we're gonna do like some small... We're gonna do like the little stickers and stuff like that. And small stuff, and then we'll be good. Okay. I can color myself in my sleep. Do it all the time. Okay. Oh goodness. Hey. I'm trying to make it not fill in this area. How about you just let it... Lame. Okay. What? You know what? Fine. It's okay. It's okay. And then we can just do a little bit of foom, whoosh. Starting to re-encounter #1 D&D enemy, that being scheduling. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. I know how that feels. You guys will work through it. It'll be okay. It always works out, unless it doesn't, but it always works out. Thank you for the head pats. This Darla person's really cool. I don't know. I've heard some mixed reviews, not gonna lie. I've heard some mixed things. But hi, Ria. Hello, hello. I know you've been around, but hi anyway. Because I continue to appreciate your presence. Oh, you got the red one. Hell yeah. We recently discovered what this does. We discovered the lasso tool. Which we know what it does, but now in Clip Studio, we know what it does. You got a rare skin. From what? Is it from like a game? Oh, the goat. Yeah. Congrats. Oh my god. Not that they all have like an equal likelihood of being there or anything. Definitely not. Ah, okay. I don't know why I reacted as if I got scared, but that's okay. What the heck? And then there's the little pixels. I just want to figure out a way to get rid of the little pixels. Hi, Buggy! Oh my god, hey! How's it going? Hope you're having a good night so far. Gray common, blue uncommon, red rare, purple epic, yellow legendary. Oh, okay, okay. Well, now we know. Hang on, let's... idea... Okay. Okay. I should make a gray ghost. That'd be cool. I don't know how that would work, but it would be cool. If it did work, it'd be pretty neat. You're making s'mores. Oh, that's so cool. I could go for a s'more. I want a s'more. That sounds so good. Can I have one? Can I just like steal one? Can I just go swap and then boom and then it's mine? And no one else's and then that's it? I think that's a great idea personally. But yeah, I'm glad you're having such a good night. That's awesome. Might make a hot dog over the fire later? Hell yeah! I don't want to be a hot dog. I don't want to go in the fire. Don't make me a hot dog. That's not cool. I'm a little wary about putting eating a hot dog from the fire though, because like, how do you know that's cooked? How do you know that's cooked all the way through? I'll make one for you, but I don't know if you can get it. It's okay, it's okay. It's the thought that counts. It's about the intention. I always have a tough time picking colors for tongues. I don't want to make it look weird, but I don't want to make it look like too bright or anything either. Oh, they're cooked before, but they're that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Blue or pink? Pink. Pink. That sounds great. Marshmallow. Okay, I think I broke the lasso tool, the lasso and enclose tool. You want blue? Hell yeah, get that blue marshmallow con. Why are you surprised that I would pick pink? Also, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, hell yeah. I just had to turn the tolerance down. It was that easy? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, there's also this. That's on the wrong layer. Beautiful. Thank you for the head pats. Tell Truffles we all said hi and give her plenty of pets. Oh wait, I go back into the void. But you're already here. What do you mean back into the void? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Oh, she's Evie. Oh man. Appy always bothers me. She'll be like late, because she used to sleep through the night, which she still kind of does, but a lot of the time now she'll bother me in the middle of the night. So my sleep schedule's been all out of whack. But I don't care because she's my babby, so it's fine. All that fucking yelling. It's okay, it's okay. It just added character to your interview, it's fine. You'll tell her when she wakes. What is this? When she arises from her slumber. I just want to be a cat taking a nap now. That sounds so fire. Come on, fill in this teeny tiny gap. Boop. Okay. Thank you for the head pass. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And then we got this one. That's that one. Yeah. Away you go for realsies. Okay, have a good one. I will show this to you when done. Or I'll just post it and not tell you and scare the shit out of you. You won't know. I say super ominously. Why is it weird on the side? Okay, hang on. Why does it look all bumpy? This is gonna be a while. That'll do. Okay, that's fine. And then I'm gonna erase... I'm just gonna erase the line art here. I don't normally give myself a guide for the stripes because I just end up doing it in color. I don't know why I decided to do that this time, but I did and it didn't work. So now we know. Oh, and then we got this part. Okay, be cool, be cool, be cool. Be cool. Oh, hell yeah. You made one? Yippee! Thank you so much! Now, I'm not there to have it, so you can have it for me. Now that you made me one, you can have it. It's okay, I give you permission. I wasn't that hungry anyway. I am, however, going to erase... that. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that up a little bit. Where is it this one? First try! Let's go! I do have to get a hang of the bucket tool of it all. And then fun part. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was tasty. That's good to hear. It's okay that I couldn't have one. I'll have one of my own. Soon enough. I say ominously. Because I am oh so ominous. Boom. And then there is just the hair. And then the irises. But the pupils. That's the whole thing. Whee! And then we'll erase some things. Do I have a Discord? I do! Let me do the command for you. We're actually doing a movie night tomorrow. We're watching the third Sonic movie, I believe. Yep. I bet you can guess what it's called. If you guess Sonic 3, you're correct. But yeah, we're gonna watch that at the normal time that we stream. So 7:30 instead of streaming, we'll be watching Sonic. And we actually alternate between movie nights and game nights every week. Thank you so much for the follow, Twill. Welcome. Hope you're having a good night so far. Welcome to the Ghoul Kids Club. How you doing this fine evening? You know, I never know what she said in this part. I just heard, like, garbled. I fully had no idea what she was saying. I could not process it. And then actually, the start of the sleeves are pink. So, on mobile? Ah, man. I can't wait to see when you are able to join though. That's awesome. Let's put this under here. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I want them to be yellow. I forgot the color of my own pupils for a second. Okay, so we're gonna do stickers because those were like those are like my proof of concept ones, for lack of a better term. So we're gonna add some stickers. I'm thinking a soul one, obviously. I also want to add some like tape, like washi tape kind of thing.
I live for one thing. Go to bed if it's
Power?
late for you
Oh,
because it is late for her and she will see you when she sees you. Bye bye.
Hi, Power. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a good night so far. How's it going? That's usually how I draw tape. Or stuff of that nature. That look kind of like tape. Nah, let's do something else. Let's start with the soul, because that's something that we came up with that idea before. Is this still on this episode? Is it still Persona? It is! My god, how is that still Persona? It sounds so different. That's actually crazy. Is this like a different minigame or something? You have to join YouTube because your internet's dying on Twitch. Well, welcome to the YouTube side of the void. Welcome, welcome. I continue to hope you're having a good night so far. Let's use our trusty liquefy tool that I have no idea how I lived without for this long. Okay. And then we're also gonna add a border. Let's make it thicker. That is one thing I love about this, is that the outlining is so easy. That was honestly one of the big things that made me want to switch. Because it's literally the only thing I have that has automatic outlining. It's great. And then let's do a little star over here. And we're going for like a hand-drawn kind of look. So it's okay if it looks a little funky. But for some reason, doing it this way versus just doing it over here, like in the layer property, makes it look better? I don't know. Oh. I forgot to remove selection to this thing, but I don't know how. Okay. Erase. Okay, there we go. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Okay, there we go. And I am gonna change the background. How's today going? It's going great. I was honestly really nervous for tonight, but after the fact, I don't know what I was so nervous about. I knew it was gonna be great. I did genuinely know that it was gonna be fun and it was gonna be awesome, but you can't help but be a little nervous, you know? But yeah, I'm doing really good. How about you? How's it going? We're gonna try and make a planet. Ooh, did attack 8? Whoa. I'm not even done with my first one yet. I'm not even... Oh, goodness. I still have work to do. Oh, yeah, I have my little shape thing. We can use it as our little guideline. Your internet keeps cutting out. Oh no! I hope it comes back soon. Let's put this. Boom. Okay, and then we can make that one just darker. I can't think of any stickers. Anyone got sticker ideas? I probably could have just lasso filled that, but that's okay. One with a big number 1. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, I will definitely do that. Let's make that one like pink. Number 1. Again, let's do that again. Number. Let's start with the 1. Number. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Okay. And then we can kind of outline it in this. And then that's what we outline. Nah, okay. How about we first outline that. And then we outline it again. And then we outline that in a little bit darker of a shade. There we go. That's better. Boom. And then the background, I think I want to make the background, I have an idea. Hang on. This is gonna have a little bit of a teaser, but like no context, so it's fine. Boom. Ah! Oh, what did I do? Oh. Don't know how that got messed up, but okay. What the fuck? It keeps moving. What the hell? Oh. Why am I on the hand move thing? Okay. I just want to transform this. We're gonna flip this. And then we're gonna blur it, but so it's fine, but blur. Oh, it's because it's not a raster layer. Ooh. It's not blurring. Is it because I have to freaking select? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. Dude, where is my blur? Oh, there it is. It just takes a really freaking long time. Okay. This is actually a background that I commissioned Con to make. So I thought it'd be silly. And it has like souls and like a moon and stuff. So I thought it would be silly. I think now we can add like just general highlight things. We're gonna keep it shrimple though. Well, first we're gonna do like shading. Oh, fuck. That's hair, that's not skin. That's not skin. And that is skin. That's crazy. Crazy how that works, huh? And we're gonna start off with the simple stuff. Do I not have an air? Oh, the airbrush is in a completely separate section. I forgot about that. part is mildly annoying as well. I do wish that like the sketch and because there's pen and then pencil and then paint, brush, whatever, and then there's airbrush. But I only have like one tool that it goes to. Like one shortcut that it goes to. So every time I need to like redo the mapping of the shortcut. Which is extremely, okay, this is an extremely mild inconvenience, but still. Oh yeah. What color did Khan use for the, like that? That's a good color. What about shortcuts? Because the shortcuts only goes to one, like it only goes to pen or it only goes to pencil. So then if I'm using something in airbrush and then I erase and then I press that shortcut, it'll go to pen. It won't go to the airbrush that I'm currently using. Because they're different menus. Which is, again, mildly annoying, but I definitely do want to do something about it at some point. Yeah, see what I mean? Because like if I use the airbrush and then airbrush, and then I'm like, okay, I want to erase, and then I'm like, okay, but now I want to keep. See, it'll just go back to airbrush. You mount the letter F to flip your canvas. It's because I have like so many buttons on my, I have so many buttons on my thing, like on my tablet. Hang on. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do the skin for now. And then I'm gonna add more to it later. Oh shit. Is this still Persona? How the fuck is this still Persona? Why are they using like Revolutionary War music, which is fine. Oh fuck. What in the British marching song? That's what I'm saying. Yippee! Yippee! Ow. Okay, fuck you. Rude. Ow. How rude. Okay, now we're gonna airbrush. And hopefully it works. Yippee! And then some more light airbrushing. Brush, 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 brush. Oh, that's on a different layer. I was wondering why that wasn't showing up. I was so confused. That's on this layer. Silly goose, silly Billy. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Okay. See, that gives them some soul, pun intended. Hang on, I gotta stretch. I gotta stretch. I really need like a stretch redeem. I thought about doing a stretch redeem, but I decided not to because I was like, okay, but how are you gonna see Like, what's the point? Because you're not gonna see anyone stretching or anything. But I get it now. Is this above this? Okay, let's put that under that. Oh my god, just freaking lasso fell. Okay. Okay, okay. Are we going for like a nighttime kind of vibe? I think maybe. But let's make this an overlay. Let's try that. And then we can do... I do this like overlay multiply trick sometimes. It just kind of helps keep all the colors together. So versus that, it just kind of like... It's very minimal. But I think it's neat. But I'm gonna make this a little bit warmer. Oh, fuck. Hang on. I missed something else! Okay, 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 okay. Boop. Boop. Okay. Boop. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, boop. Oh, it's because it's alpha locked. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try it without this for a second and see how that goes. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, no, refer to other. Boop, boop. Boop. All the simple stuff, all the obvious stuff. It's a drawing. We can break all the rules of proportions and layers. Exactly. Yeah, you have to, it's very much like you have to know the rules in order to break them so that you can do it strategically. But, I mean, yeah, it's not entirely necessary to follow those kind of rules. Oop. Let's do this pen and make it small. And then beep bop boop, beep bop boop. Yeah. Wait, what happened? Why did this... I literally just filled that. Did I undo it or something? What the hell? Okay, now where's my color history? Does it exist? I just wanted to know what color I picked. Oh, here it is. Boop. Okay. I hope you guys are liking the cozier vibes, especially with like with the Persona music. It especially makes it like kind of cozy. I hope it's not too cozy. If somehow designed a new RIP chat box, would you use it, or do you want it to be official to you? Do you mean like if I had a new chat box, would I want to be the one to make it, or if I would use one that someone else made? Is that what you mean? Because if so, like, I would definitely be cool with making a chat, with using a chat box, like if someone else made it. I guess it just depends. Like if I'm cool with what I have, or if it's just, if I like want to replace it. But yeah, I would definitely consider it strongly. I don't want to like guarantee anything, but I'm assuming that's what you meant? Question mark? Okay, and then this is gonna be really covered. Why am I lulling you into a false sense of security? How am I doing that? What? That's bonkers crazy. I would never. I would never. Oh yeah, art stream without Undertale music. Yeah, so the reason it was, words. Hang on 1 second. I had to let one cat out and another one in. But yeah, so the reason it's Persona music is I was interviewing Con earlier, and I'm gonna be doing this thing where I ask like my guest what their favorite game is, and then I'm gonna be using the soundtrack from that game for like the music for the episode. I was not absorbing Ghosty Boy. No, no. Okay, now Con's turn. I definitely do have to get used to these. I have to get used to these tools a little bit. Like the shading. Oh goodness. Because I haven't shaded in this program before.
Monthly reminder that I am not edible under any legal circumstances, including potentially life-saving situations.
Life-saving? What do you mean life-saving? And what scenario would it be life-saving to eat Ghosty Boy? That makes no sense. And then shrink. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to get used to, but it'll be fine. I think. Hopefully. Ah! Did not mean to do that. There's so many different, like, dials and things. There is not another cat meowing right now. I'm gaslighting myself. There's not another cat meowing right now. Also, category. I'm cool with where the category is right now. It still is, like, the show, technically. Hang on, 1 second. Dude, I opened the door and she just stared at it. What the hell? Okay. They are such complex creatures. I don't get them sometimes. Like, what the hell? Literally, why do they do a lot of the things that they do? You know, it makes no sense. To me, anyway. And then right now, I'm just gonna be adding some random little lines and bobs and things. And that tends to make it look a lot better. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe not there, because I don't want to cover the glasses too much. I'm going to cover that. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks. Like, look at that. Hang on, I gotta stretch my hand. Okay, and we actually are gonna take a break here in about a minute. I see the countdown going down. I don't think we're wait, actually, okay, I'm almost done, so I don't think we're gonna like go to BRB, because I don't really see the point in going to BRB if it's just if we're gonna end in like the next few minutes. So yeah, we're just gonna be adding some finishing touches. Nothing too major. I won't, we'll end like a considerable amount like after the break. So it's not gonna be like suddenly, oh, time to go, you know? But yeah, those ads are gonna go in about 10 seconds-ish. Depending on how nice they wanna be. But yeah, while those are playing, be sure to do something to take care of yourselves. Go get a water. Get a snack. Go pet your pet. Do something to take care of yourself. We're just gonna be adding some little bits and bobs. I would like to add this hair kind of going in front. Like that. Hell yeah. You weren't subscribed on YouTube? Oh, that's nonsense. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope you're subscribed now. Question mark. No pressure, obviously, but... all jokes aside. But yeah, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. Kind of want to make this its own layer. I'm gonna do that really quick. Just so I don't mess with the pupils. What I like to do is I like to start with a bunch of dark colors and then just add a shit ton of light wherever I see fit, you know? But just like a bunch of colors. Hang on, I'm gonna fix that really quick. I do also like to add some shadow to the bottom of the pupils, just because they're oddly colored, so this gotta make them look sort of like not as uncanny because they're so different. Boop. Though Con has weird eyes too, so it's great. Ooh, thank you for the dinosaurs. Oh, hell yeah. I am gonna erase... oh, fuck. I'm not gonna erase, actually. Oh, did I do all of that on a non-multiply? That's fine, that's fine. That's fine, it's okay. Now we're gonna do some highlights. Okay, this is my favorite part. Bam, 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 bam. That's just random stuff like that. With cons, I'm gonna keep it a smidge simpler. Boom. Fuck, okay. Boom. Okay. And then we want to do the rough one, but we also want to turn the opacity down. So we can do this number. Have I tried? Oh, thank you. I really like how your shading improved so much. I really appreciate it. I haven't tried many cool brushes. There is one that I want to try this time around. It's this like screen toning brush that I've been really excited to use. Ready to get, that's one of the things where I was really excited to try out, because I mentioned it like in passing before, but with the screen toning in 𝒆𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒚, it wasn't like a continuous thing. So like if you pick up and put the brush down, it would start a different pattern, but with this one it's like a continuous thing, so it's super cool. I like it a lot. You guys remember when I said I was gonna keep this simple? Me too. Good old days. I mean, that's probably what I was gonna do all the other times anyway, so... Who was I really kidding? But... Hang on, I do have to stretch my hand again. Hi, Newcomb! Hello, hello! Hope you're having a good night so far. And then from here, it's just a bunch of random lies. Oh yeah, and then also the little things like this. Oh. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the other side. Ha! Forgot about that. Oh yeah, and then I also have the freaking glasses! I forgot. Let me cook, let me cook. Let me cook, let me cook. I know it looks weird. Okay. how I like to do glasses. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit though. But yeah, it's a little subtle thing. I did want to do one more layer of shading, and then I'm done, and then I'm done. I don't know. But we're gonna make the shading on this, like, purple. And this is for, like, the really dark parts. I don't like it. Okay. I'm deciding if I like this or not. I do like the overlay, I think. I think it ties it together. It's subtle. Ooh, I am gonna shade this, though. I'm kind of coloring it as if I were coloring a gem. And I do want to erase this stuff. Why does that look so funky? Oh. Weird. Well, what's that layer? Well, that's that, and then that's that, but I don't know what these friggin' things are. Oh, is that purple? No. What even is that? Well, that's that. Okay, you know what? That's not gonna go away. It's fine. But yeah, here's what we got. Yippee! Ta-da! This is our doodle from episode 1 of the Doodle Dialogues. I hope you guys like it. If you want to check out our guests of today's episode, here they are one more time. I'm not gonna, I was gonna raid them for a funny, but they're not live, so we're gonna raid someone who's live. But I will be posting this on my Twitter and my Blue Sky, probably tomorrow, perchance. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I plan on doing this bi-weekly, so every other Sunday. So the next one is going to be on the 20th. today was just a special episode, so that's why it's not on a Sunday. But I will be announcing the guests a little closer to the dates, so look forward to that. I hope you guys had so much fun. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I am really excited to be doing this. I was really nervous, not gonna lie. Like, in developing this and announcing it and doing it and right now and all of that fun stuff, but you know, you gotta do it scared, you know? You just gotta do it scared. You missed most of it because of lag. That's okay. There's always the VOD. It'll be here and also on YouTube, plugging YouTube because I do multi-stream, in case you didn't know. And yeah, though, and if you'd like to check out the rest of my socials, those are right here. But the ones I use the most are Twitter and Boost, guys. So if you'd like to see me posting pretty much daily, that's the best place to see me. And then here's also our raiding message while I find someone to raid for my people on Twitch. And if you are subscribed, feel free to flavor your rating message with your favorite emote of mine. Hi, hello, NPC, hello. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you for the first time chat. It's so good to see you. Let's see who we are going to raid. Let's see someone doodling. Let's see. You plan on watching it tomorrow? Hell yeah! Let me know how you like it. Thank you for the head pads, Con. I don't know if you saw the end product, but yeah, I hope you like it. I'm gonna send it to you after stream. Ooh, I know who we're gonna raid. Okay, we're gonna be raiding Starry Vale, who is just doodling and chilling. They seem really cool. They have a really cute PNG. It looks like they're animating right now, which is really great. I'm not sure when the next stream is gonna be, but the next time you see me will be tomorrow during the movie night. But the next schedule is gonna be coming out next Monday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. You guys are super, super sweet and supportive. I couldn't have done any of this without you. You guys give me insane courage to do really scary things. And for that, I thank you immensely. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Go to bed if it's late for you because it is late for me. And I will see you when I see ya. Bye-bye.